I am Dexter Morgan, a serial killer. This time my target is a perverted pedophile. When I was shopping at the supermarket with my family, I noticed a man approaching my daughter. Every nerve in my body warned me that something was wrong with him. This was one predator's keen instinct, sensing another predator. I quietly watched him as he asked Astor where the cereal was. I told him the aisle location and he left. What kind of person asks a child for directions? In the parking lot, I saw him get into his car. Just to be safe, I noted down his license plate number back home. I began researching his personal information. Nathan Martin, imprisoned 4 years ago for child molestation, currently listed as released. My instincts are never wrong. I drove to his address to observe. He looked no different from any other middle-aged man, but I could see through that ordinary facade, see the twisted desires hidden beneath. But he didn't fit Harry's code. He was a pervert, but not a killer. But what happened the next day made me realize he had to go. When I was at the beach with my family, I saw that face again. He was like a persistent ghost. He was actually photographing Astor with a telephoto lens. Astor noticed him too. "Mom, that's the man who asked me about cereal at the supermarket." Rita looked at me nervously. "Dexter, who is that man?" "Nobody important." I maintained a calm tone, but inside I had already made my decision. I found him at a cafe. This damn guy didn't even remember me. It wasn't until I reminded him of the cereal incident at the supermarket that it dawned on him. I warned him to stay away from my children. "This is a misunderstanding." He tried to explain. I leaned forward and said to him, "I know who you are. I know what you've done." I told him I had investigated him and knew who he was. What I found laughable was that he said he had learned his lesson and paid the price, that he was reformed now. Change. I knew desires couldn't be changed. He couldn't change his urges any more than I could change mine. Darkness, the hunter's camouflage, will prey. It's death's shroud. I quietly slipped into his house and came up behind him. He sat at his computer with his back to me, focused on what was on the screen. When I saw clearly what he was looking at, the last trace of hesitation vanished. On the screen were photos taken at the beach today. He had already chosen his next target, but tonight the roles of hunter and prey would be reversed. No one can hurt my children.